He's gonna get away!
Not if I can help it.
Okay, so your name is pronounced Velion, right? I'm
Yep,
not
just
fucking
call me
that up.
Velion.
All right, nice. And you're Twitch guy, Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't like watch any streamers because I don't like watching Twitch. I'd
Yeah.
rather just watch like YouTube or something. So I don't know any of the streamers.
Well, if you have my YouTube, you can check out my YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. First question: how did you get into Tarkov?
I had a buddy of mine because I used to play like WoW and CS:GO and all that kind of stuff, and he's like, "Oh, have you ever tried Tarkov?" And I was like, "What the heck is that?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's this game." So he bought it for me, and asked me to play. So I started playing, and ever since then, I just fell in love with Tarkov.
Nice. What did you really like about the game? Like the mechanics, the realism.
Everything. The fact that you can run around, you can not only run around and fight people, you can run around and I thought the most fascinating thing to me was the fact that you could get keys, and it still fascinates me that you can get keys for locked doors in a building and unlock that door and find loot inside of it. It's so crazy to me that, you know, I'm looking at my first ever YouTube video, which was 3+ years ago, and, you know, I played Resort, and it was like my second ever raid on the game, and, you know, we went in and got to unlock all the doors, and it's just that's my favorite thing in the game in Tarkov, is that you're able to go in, loot rooms, and come out with loot.
Nice.
Well, not recently. But you know what I mean.
Okay. What are your top 3 favorite games?
Top 3 favorite games. I've been playing World of Warcraft since.
Is this going like from 3 to 1 or 1 to 3?
From 3 to 1.
Okay.
So, well, I really don't have a 3. I don't really play any other games other than WoW and Tarkov. I play Tarkov every single day, and it not only is my job, so it's something that I have a passion for. I'm sure everybody has that one thing where they jump up in the morning and they, you know, I don't know if you've ever had the feeling, I'm sure you do, I mean, pretty sure every gamer does, where they're so hooked on one game that they wait, as soon as they wake up in the morning, they're like, I want to get on this game, you know what I mean? And I want to play, and that's Tarkov for me. So I guess we'll start from 1 to 2. And then World of Warcraft I've been playing for like 14 years. So I've been playing World of Warcraft since I was 13 years old. And those are like my 2 games that I've been playing nonstop for the past 3+ years.
Yeah, that's some dedication right there. I don't think
Well,
I could do that.
I've been playing Tarkov on and off. You know, obviously there's been changes and stuff, and, you know, I was in between the time of me, like, my first ever Tarkov, you know, I was still streaming, you know, Fortnite and stuff like that. And then, like, I came back to Tarkov, and ever since I came back to Tarkov, it's just like, I don't, you know, I can see where it's taking me, and where it's taking me is, you know, it's doing good things for my I guess we would say job.
Nice. What do you think about this wipe and the new mechanics added and the changes like scav karma and level 20 flea?
So I think that level 20 flea was an awesome like implement, because it felt like, so my favorite part of the wipe is the beginning of the wipe. As much as a lot of people can relate, They love getting one tapped by PS all day long, nonstop from level 1 to level 20. Um, it just feels fun to be able to, you get that thing when you're going from 1 to 20. You have that, how would you say it, like you have to loot stuff.
Yeah,
Like right now,
loot is a lot more precious.
exactly. So like right now I have 80 million rubles. Like I don't need to go into dorms and loot every single jacket. Like, it's not, I don't have to do that. But like when I'm only have 60,000 rubles, I have to loot every single jacket. I have to loot every filing cabinet. I have to loot everything that I can to get my money up. And that's what, the beginning of wipe for level 20 flea market is to me, is like, it's just the beginning of the wipe is the funnest to me, and all that kind of stuff. But I think with everything that they've added, honestly, I cannot say I'm a huge fan of gun jams. Obviously at first I wasn't a huge fan of gun jams, and then they kind of, with Tarkov, they they implement something, and then they kind of, they see that it's not right. So with gun jams, they just recently put a patch out that reduced it by like 40%. So now, like, I really don't really get many gun jams. Maybe once or twice every 4 or 5 raids, maybe. But that's probably the only thing I can say that I am not a huge fan, that they like, mechanic wise. I can say this for myself, and I think a lot of people, when they implemented the whole, the loot, dynamic loot, I love the idea of dynamic loot. I think it's probably one of the most realistic things that they could add in the game. But I do think, like, as of right now, I hate it. And I'm sure so many people can relate to me. But I also know, and I know Escape from Tarkov, I know Ballstate, that they're going to see, okay, well, we're not having many people play the game right now. We're not seeing very many people do this and that and this and that. So, they're going to fix it. It's going to get better. As much as we want to sit there and be like, I hate this game, this sucks, it's gonna get better. It always does. Just like with gun jams. The gun jams were freaking horrible, and it was like 4 weeks of having gun jams, and now it's pretty much there's not really that many gun jams.
Yeah.
So once they get through the whole, fixing the dynamic loot and everything, I think that honestly it's going to make the game more fun for everybody, because just like I said in the beginning of wipe, where you have to go and loot everything, when you kill 4 or 5 people on shoreline, you have to loot every single room to find loot. That's your thing. You have to go in and find the loot. Like, obviously right now, like my whole route for customs is, go to marked room, loot marked room, check and see if there's anything good. If there's not anything good, check all the safes, and then go to crack house. Check crack house and nothing good, go to stronghold, kill everything stronghold, and then extract. It would be cooler if I knew there was loot everywhere. Then I would be like, okay, so we go to dorms, you loot every single room in dorms, right? 2-story, 3-story, loot them both. Then make your way to power button building. Loot that. Loot old gas and loot old gas station. Loot new gas station. You loot USEC building. Like that. To me, I think is going to be a super fun thing for the game.
Yeah.
Did I answer everything that you asked me?
Yeah, you're good. You're doing great. Do you think there's a hacker problem right now in Tarkov, or do you just think it's exaggerated a lot by the community?
So, I don't see. I've never talked to other other bigger streamers about it. I kind of just, like, when I died to a hacker, I let it roll. You know what I mean? Like, You know, I don't know if you've seen the whole Pestily video. Did you watch Pestily's YouTube video of like the hacker pandemic?
No, I haven't seen that.
You should definitely watch it. He goes into a lot of depth of why people hack, and you know, it kind of made me realize. He said, you know, one thing in the video that, you know, these people that are hacking aren't like me and you, like, you know, like, you know, sitting in your, you know, your house like some dude that has like $1 million that just hacks. Like, it's these people that live in a third world country, and they're making 500 or 600 plus more dollars a month because they're hacking in a game. And so when I die to a hacker, I kind of just let it roll. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever, not a big deal. I do think there is I do think there is certain servers in the game that have hackers on them. I mean, just recently, yesterday, I died 3 times in a row to a hacker, and he was camping in a corner. Like, it was a straight legit. This guy, I guess, promotes on Twitter or TikTok or whatever, and he camps in corners and waits for people to come out the door, and then aim bots their chest and hits them like 15 times and kills them instantly. I ran into him like 3 times in a row on labs the other day, and then I died to 2 hackers today. It sucks. I do think that there is a problem, but I don't think it is as bad as a lot of people think. If people are having a hard time playing Tarkov, then I think, or, you know, hard time with cheaters, I think they need to try and swap up their servers. I'm sure if you dig in a little deeper and ask a bunch of streamers, you could probably find the bad servers and you put it on your you know, your YouTube video to, you know, inform people. But I think I do think some people think that good players are hackers, and I will admit that myself, I have, you know, thought that too. You know, when I was not a, you know, I would say I'm a Chad, but other people would say I'm not. But you know, I run around and get 6-7 PMC kills in a raid, and sometimes the way that I kill people, they probably report me. You know, I know all the movement in the map, where in customs I can jump up from 2nd story, 3rd floor dorms, you know, jump up from 2nd story to 3rd floor and then kill somebody from behind. I've done it multiple times. You know, I can drop down 2-story from 3rd floor and kill people from behind. And I'm sure they're like, where the heck did this guy come from? Is he hacking? Like, is this guy teleporting around behind me? So I think some people think they're getting hacked on, but they're actually just dying to decent players. But I don't think the hacker problem is as bad as it used to be. I don't know if you played like 2 wipes ago, but 2 wipes ago, it took me, I still remember this, trying to get Kappa, and the last task that I needed was the guide, and it took me 7 labs raids to extract one of them. 6 raids in a row.
Shit.
Yeah, 6 raids in a row. I died, and this is when speed hackers were a thing. Like, right now, you know, you have the hackers that'll just shoot you and aimbot you, but before, on labs, there used to be hackers that would, like, as soon as you spawn in, you would hear and you would just be like, oh, I'm dead, and then some dude would fucking fly around the corner and kill 5 people, all your whole 5-man, and you'd just be dead instantly. And it was comical, but then it was also, you know, this is when I had like 1,000,000 rubles, and losing kids like that was precious to me. So I don't think hacking is as bad as people, you know, think it is, you know. But I can also say that, and I have 80 million rubles, right? So, you know, for somebody that doesn't play all the time, that has 5 million rubles or 1,000,000 rubles, right? And like, I'm gonna go labs, you know, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna try to make some money because I want to go. And, you know, I've seen somebody do it, Velion or whoever, and they go in and die to a hacker. Like, you know, that's very, it sucks for other people. It would definitely make me not want to play the game. But I think that hacking right now is not as a big problem as everyone thinks it is.
Okay, great. You're really, you're really, like going the extra mile here.
I
You know.
love this game, dude. Like I was ecstatic when you told me like you wanted to do this because I, you know, I'll sit on my stream and talk about Tarkov all day long, and I'll complain about it, and I'll talk about this, but like being able to tell everybody and like, you know, eh, talk about it with you and like, other people are gonna hear it. Like it's just, you know, when somebody asks me about Tarkov, like somebody that's new, dude, I get in such. I'm like, dude, this game is so much fun. You have to try it. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
freaking cool. So
Okay. Do you think Battlestate Games is a good developer, and do you feel like they listen to their community a lot?
I do think they listen a lot to their community. Obviously, we've seen in the past where it takes them a little while to kind of realize, but I think BSG does a heck of a job. If you look at Tarkov 3 years, you know, 3 years ago, the game it was so different. Like, you could heal without, so you could heal while shooting people. You could
Yeah.
also you could also reload a 60 round mag by just dragging the ammo in, and it instantly loads 60 rounds. So I think they're doing a hell of a job, and I hope they keep pushing the game harder and harder into making it a better game for all of us, because I know a lot of people are love this game as much as I do.
Why did you start streaming slash making content for Tarkov?
So I had a family issue that I had to leave, and I was actually streaming Fortnite. I was averaging like 100 viewers. So I had to take a 3 month break, and I came back and I started streaming Fortnite, and I was like averaging 1, 2, 3 viewers. And I was like, God, I really don't want to go through this again. Fortnite's not fun as much fun as it used to be. And I was just, I was streaming. I was kind of going through the motions, and I was like, you know what? It's like Tarkov is an old fling, and like it was like calling me. I was like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm on my way. I have to play Tarkov." So I started playing Tarkov, and I was just grinding, just playing, streaming. I had my stream on. I had my set schedule. I've always kept a set schedule. So I stream it, you know, play, and then people started coming in, and I realized like, you know, people are enjoying it. And then I started getting more into the community, and talking to I think I started talking like Slush Puppy and a lot of the bigger streamers. And then I actually had two people that actually helped me become what I am right now. And they will be like, no, you did it yourself. But you probably don't know of him, but his name is Biggie Blaines. A lot of people that watch this video will be like, oh shit, I know that guy. um he took me under his wing. Well, Smitty Stone as well. So when I was a smaller streamer and I had like 15, 20 viewers, I became friends with Biggie and Smitty, and they were averaging 2 or 3, 400 viewers, and they started rating me, and they helped me get from 15 to 20 viewers to 70 to 80 viewers. And then I started doing TikTok, and TikTok helped me out a lot. So I continue to make EFT content and stream every single day is because I'm super 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 passionate about the game.
Do you feel like you're going to stop creating content for Tarkov anytime soon?
No, I
No.
love Tarkov. I obviously, Tarkov has made me into the streamer, and to be able to be a streamer, and I'll never turn my back on Tarkov. There's no way I couldn't do it. I mean, obviously, a lot of people feel differently, and they're stopping playing and they're playing other games. But I think, you know, if you love something, you just push through it. Make sure that you keep playing. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice. Uh, and the final. This is the one of my final questions. What gun would
Here,
you
sir.
like to see added and why?
Uh,
If you don't have one, that we can just skip this one.
yeah, we definitely need the rocket guided missile.
Okay.
Yeah, the rocket guided missile I think would be really cool. I could set up a dome and just shoot a rocket from across the map and just guide it around and blow people up. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Come on. All right.
I
These
don't
are.
have one. I don't have one. I don't have one. It's the best thing I can come up with.
These are follower questions now. Besides streaming Tarkov, what other hobbies do you have?
Um, I hunt and fish. Pretty much, a lot of people don't know it about me, but I'm a big country boy. I like to hunt, like to fish, like to be in the woods.
Nice. What parts of the game make you want to get up and leave playing the game forever?
Nothing. There's nothing about this game that makes you want to get up and leave forever. Well, I will say, how I said earlier, where, being able to open a room and find loot is the most fascinating thing to me, right? You know, we're not, as much as people want to say, oh yeah, you just don't know where to look for the loot, but you have these rare rooms and rare keys, right? They're 500,000 rubles, 600,000 rubles, a million rubles, and you go in there and there's nothing. That's like, I've been getting bored of Tarkov lately, and I would say the reason why I've been getting bored is because of that, because that's what drew me to Tarkov. That's what made the game so cool to me and so fun and so awesome, that I was able to go in and loot and be able to unlock a key and find a rare tier item. And I'm not saying it wants to make me get up and leave forever, but it makes me want to just not play as much. And that's, it sucks because that's what drew me to the game, and now it's just kind of being taken away from all of us.
Is it is it the part like the loot box kind of part, like, oh, what's gonna be behind this door, or is it kind of like the part where, like, oh, I can find this key in a jacket somewhere and then go and then open this door?
It's about, I mean, it's both pretty much. It's like, oh shit, I search a jacket and I find a ultra medical key, and like in my head it's like, damn, I got an ultra medical key. I could take that ultra medical key and go to interchange and get a LEDX and make some money. That's not how it is anymore. You don't find LEDX as an ultra medical key or an ultra medical, because the high tier loot is not in there anymore. It's supposedly, quote unquote, around the map, but I don't ever find random LEDXs laying around the map. Do you?
Nope. This is the very last question, and I think it's the best question. At what point in your streaming career did you realize you've made it, and what did you think contributed the most to it?
um so for streaming, I don't ever think that I've made it. I talk to a lot of my friends, and I always watch people, and I observe other streamers. I see what they do. I see what I can do better. Um, Kings. You should talk to Kings about doing this too. By the way, he's a good dude. Um, he he said to me, "Don't ever get comfortable, because then when you get comfortable, you start getting lazy, and that's when people will stop watching you because you're not trying to put out the content that you can." So every single day, I try my best to post content every single day, nonstop. I don't think, I have gotten to the point where I'm doing very well in streaming. I have a really supportive community, and a very amazing community that makes it so that I don't have to go out and work every single day. I'm able to just stream every single day. Um, but that goes to for everybody. Don't ever think I mean, unless you're landmarked and you have 20,000 viewers or 17,000 viewers every single day, You know, maybe when you get 17,000 viewers, you can say you made it. But when I only have 150 to 200, I still feel like I have a lot to grow. Um, and I will say this to everybody is, um, I'm struggling with the the thing that helped me get to where I was at. You know, a lot of people don't know, and maybe some do, but TikTok implemented a thing where, if you pay to promote your stuff, you can get more views and more likes and stuff like that. Well, I've been posting content nonstop, and I don't get as many views as I used to. Um, so I'm still working on YouTube and Twitter, but posting content everywhere is what helped me get to where I'm at. You know, EFT WTF. You know, I post videos for EFT WTF all the time. Eddie, amazing dude, helps me. You know, he puts my content in there all the time. Um, but I think, you know, a lot of people want to sit there and, you know, they just want to stream, right? But if you go and look at all the top guys, they, you know, they post content everywhere. You know, they post TikToks, they post YouTube, they post, you know, I do Instagram, you know, Twitter. Like, Twitter's just kind of like a social, you socialize with people, so you talk to people, stuff like that. YouTube, you post your content, post videos, stuff like that. Twitter or TikTok, you post videos, stuff, you get more people to come in your stream. You know, more people will come and stop by, and you'll get more followers, stuff like that. But I think when I realized that I needed to start posting content everywhere is when my channel started to grow more and more.
That's crazy, man. So you see it, so you're never done. There's
Oh,
always more room to improve, always something to
always.
do. That's
Well,
great.
so you know when I posted the surprise mother bitch,
Yeah,
like I used to post them all the time. I don't post them anymore because I don't get any views. So it makes me feel like, okay, so why post something? You know, why post a surprise mother bitch if it's not going to do anything, right?
mm-hmm.
So I just kind of do my thing, post YouTube video. I have an editor, post a video every single day for YouTube, stuff like that. But it's a nonstop process, and when people you know, feel like, oh yeah, I'm done, I don't need to do it anymore, you know, that's when it gets to the point where, you know, you get lazy.
That's great, man. Cause I look down. I don't stream at all. I have a YouTube channel with like 60 subscribers or something. I look at you. I see. You know, he's better than it at me. You know, he's made it to some capacity, and it's funny to see that you in your position are looking up at the big guys like Pastille and Landmark and thinking I can do better.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, like, when it, like, you know, I was making it to the point where I was like making myself sick, um when I was making myself sick when my sorry, when my TikTok started doing shit. um so my my TikTok started, like, and I'm talking about like bad, started doing really bad. Hold on, give me a second. I mean, you don't have to put this in the what do you call it? Hold on, I'm just gonna show you.
Yeah, yeah, power of editing.
Analytics. So we'll do last 60 days, right? No, we'll not do last 60 days. We'll go what's the day? July 17th? No. Oh. So, I posted I started posting in September 2008, or not 2008, September, and then it went all the way up. Wait, no. I don't know if I can go all the way back. June, July. I can only go from July 17th. Um, I had like 6 million video views in like in my last 60 days. In my last 28 days, I've had 650K. In the last 7 days, I've only had 100K. So I went from having 6 million video views in well, yeah. So it says right here, my video views dropped 3,588,008 views. So I dropped 53.48%. So all my shit has dropped by half. And like I was like panicking and like I didn't know what to do. I was like freaking out because TikTok is such a huge it's such a huge thing that helps you grow, and then I'm not able to grow now because of it. So it just sucks. It's not that I'm not growing because of it. It's just I'm not growing as much as I used to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was the last question. So, it's
All right, dude.
been it's been Velion. Anything you wanna plug besides like your Twitch? I'm gonna put it in the video.
You can put it all in there. Just make sure to subscribe and like and hit the subs button if you watch the video and you like my content. And I'll make sure to get everybody and tell my viewers to come and watch.
All right. Thanks, man.
No problem, dude.